What is up, guys? Nick from Make Graves here with another Behind the Beat. This time we're looking at Teeth. I'll explain some of the thought process that went into making the tracks and break down the different elements so you can hear what they sound like out of context. Let's go take a look. So the song starts off with a really weird sound, right? That's just a weird sample that I pitched and add like a bunch of delay to it. I mean, we can go into it quick. Yeah, it's a one-shot loop thing. Sets a weird eerie tone. It's kind of atonal. Doesn't really fit the key of the song, but that just worked. All right, let's look at the intro lick, as I call it. Right, so this element, this rhythm and its direction all came from a riff that I had written on the guitar, which was the reason for writing this track, essentially. If I could find it within here. Is it somewhere here? Yeah, so this is it, right? This guy. If you listen to the beginning of those notes and were to simplify it, that's what would make up the intro lick, right? That's all it is. So it took that element where it was like full on, right? This whole section here. And broke it down and simplified it so the song would progress and eventually get to that level of energy. So let's backtrack it and go back into the verse, or the pre-chorus rather. You got guitar, another guitar layer. It's filtering up during this part. Got some chords that beef it up. Sweet. And it goes into the drop. Let's listen to the drop by itself. Treated this similar to like an electro track that I would have written in my 20s when I was doing that electro house thing. Lots of chopping going on. And then goes into the riff. This is, again, I came to Brent with this idea and I said like, hey dude, I got this like maniacal guitar part. Can we make a song out of this? He's like, nah, not yet. You got to make another, you got to put other things into the track. So we came up with the chorus progression and thought about making the song more progressive than kind of a verse, chorus, you know, type of setup. Cool. So let's look at the drums for this because I love drums and they're my favorite thing to design. There are several layers. Let me go to the busiest portion during the outro from the chorus. Yeah, so in this part, the drums have a lot of layers to it. There's a big stack. So I have like a clean kick. I have a room kick. And then I have real drums. Snares. More hi-hats. More hi-hats. You got this like fill at the end of the bars here. Deca. That's it. Cool. Yep, so that's pretty much the drums. The bridge in this track is essentially the verse, but more dramatic, I guess I could say. It's got some overhead cymbals. The same elements, just introduced in a different way. And this is the first track that I think Brent and I got a little bit more experimental with the vocals, where we have what we called vocal fry, which is like a combination of some whispers, lots of distortion, and then stacked on top of the actual vocals. Yeah, this part in the song was so hot, like frequency-wise, that when we gave it to mastering, it really stuck out in a certain frequency range. It was very annoying. So I actually had to go in, fix that, attenuate it, make it so it sounded better and more pleasant, and gave it back to the mastering engineer. It's the only time that we've actually had to send it back in for mastering, or get a second pass on it, rather. So honestly, that's the bulk of the song here. I mean, started off with me doing a crazy guitar riff, and then we built upon it and created the rest of the track. So that'll do it for Behind the Beat for Teeth. So thanks for watching.